Yeah, my name's Geoff Irvine. I'm currently chairman of Bedford Blues in the Championship, and also for my troubles I'm chairman of the Championship clubs. So not only try and keep a rugby club going, I try and get 12 very different rugby clubs singing from the same hymn sheet.
And in your role as both, I suppose, what do you see in terms of the business of rugby? What do you see as probably the most critical number or key performance indicator at the moment for the sport, the area to focus on?
I think that what we're all after is raising the awareness of the game, and so that we get more people in through the gates. That's really what it all revolves around, is getting as many people in through the gate to watch the game. And there's no doubt in my mind that that springs from a successful England team. The more successful the England team is, there's a cascade effect which comes down to the lower division.
Do you see there as being one particular big threat to the sport? I mean, we heard in a talk earlier on Barry Hearn discussing his views on rugby. Do you see there being one big threat where rugby could really sort of fall in the next few years, I suppose, as opposed to prosper?
No, I don't think so. I think rugby will go from strength to strength. My own view, for what it's worth, is that football in its present form is not sustainable, and it will implode sooner rather than later. But what we're finding, certainly at our level, is that more and more families are coming to watch rugby because they feel that it is a family-orientated sport that they can bring their children to and not have any problems with them. So it may be slow, but the growth is definitely there. There's no doubt in my mind that the growth is there.
And obviously, having spoken on the panel about promotion and relegation and minimum standards, if you could pinpoint one sort of key element to focus on in terms of implementing minimum standards, what do you think is it most important in that debate?
I just think that despite there being a couple of Premiership representatives on the panel, we all agreed that the minimum standards in their present form are not appropriate, and that they definitely need to be reviewed and quite significantly, again sooner rather than later, and they just need to be more realistic and attuned to giving Championship clubs an equal opportunity.